YouTube, we got a wooden yo-yo review to do today. This is the Once Upon a Tree Acorn. So this is part of the new restock that is going to Yo-Yo Expert. There will be new restocked Once Upon a Tree Acorns at Yo-Yo Expert very, very soon. And this is one of the ones that's going to be there. I believe this is in Paduke. It's kind of turning my string a nice red there, which is great. So let's get into the specs before we do anything. So diameter of this yo-yo is 55.9 millimeters. The width is 31.5 millimeters. And the gap width is 2.4 millimeters. While the weight is generally around 44-45 grams for the batches between, it depends on the wood type, of course it depends on the yo-yo, but the weights, it's decently underweighted a little bit. It's wood, actual wood response, made in the USA, turned by Paul Sterney, who's awesome, great woodworker, and these are tremendous, these are fantastic. So, let's talk about it a little bit. So I was actually, at first I kind of dismissed this, I was like, it's going to kind of be too little, I'm not going to be into it, blah, blah, blah. But I actually really, really dig this one a lot. It's not as tiny as I thought it was going to be. It's actually very standard sized. Here it is next to a Duncan Pro Fly. And it's basically the same size as like the old BC stuff. So a size I'm very comfortable with. It's kind of this flared shape here. The wall on the inside though still does come up a fair bit. Here. So you can still get some pretty good stalls out of it. It's not as good for stalls as some of the other higher walled or just, more imperial shaped yo-yos. This one's a little more butterfly, but it still stalls very well. Nice response. There are little holes in there as a response. I'm not going to be able to get them on here, and this is not screw apart or pull apart or anything like that. But take my word for it, there's like little drilled response holes. But they're not grabby or anything like that. This plays on the string awesomely. It's really nice. For like fixed axle string tricks, and I'll try to show you that a little bit when we throw it around. But really, overall, just a very nice fixed axle. It's a good size. It's a nice pocket size. It's not too big and bulky, but it's not too small that like you're gonna be like, what is this? It's got a good spin on it, and it comes in some awesome woods and just some awesome colors and everything. And it's a really cool shape. It's a very unique shape. I don't have any other fixies like this, and I have a ton of fixies. But this one's very, very good. I like it very much, and just kind of a nice, like I said, easy to catch on the string because it's kind of a little bit wide as far as fixies are concerned, and you got that kind of nice flared gap there to make it easier to catch on the string, which is very cool because a lot of fixed axle tricks also have, sort of a unresponsive string trick element to them. Not unresponsive, but a string trick element to them, and to do string trickies type stuff on this really is kind of a joy and kind of a breeze. So let's go ahead and we'll throw it around a little bit. I'll show you guys what it can do. Alright guys, we are back with the Once Upon a Tree Acorn. And as you can see, you can definitely still get some stalls. It's pretty easy, but sort of a little bit of a wider gap for a fixie, and really kind of does nice string trick type stuff. You can get some kind of really good like spins and catches on the string and everything, so get like a decently long trapeze out of it. Do some like stall type of stuff, but also some like string tricky type stuff. It's nice and comfortable to catch too, so you can do like your catch combos and regens and all that stuff. It's really just a good little all-around fixie. It'll do string tricks if you want. It'll do stall tricks if you want. I mean, it's a nice size. You can carry it around with you. It spins a pretty good long time too. It's got pretty good spin times. It's very smooth too, which shouldn't be a surprise. Paul is awesome woodworker, and he makes really good yo-yos, and this is a really good yo-yo. So very smooth for a fixed axle, and I mean, just overall something you really should check out. Yeah, very cool. Love that repeated. Very cool. But yeah, I mean, just a really nice yo-yo overall. Good spin times, good stalls, easy to catch on the string, and just kind of, it's right. It doesn't snag, it responds very well, and just overall a joy to play. Really fun little fixed axle. You really, really should pick an Acorn up from Once Upon a Tree. So let's do some pros and cons. Alright guys, we are back with the Once Upon a Tree Acorn. So I can't really take it apart, but we'll show you. Well, I'm not going to be able to show you because you're not going to be able to see. Like I said, there's drilled response in there, and you can see that there's sort of caps where the axle goes through. Very nice and centered, everything's nice and round, very smooth yo-yo. Even the grain kind of lines up and looks very nice. So pros and cons. Pros, pocket friendly, beautifully, beautifully constructed and crafted yo-yo. Nice size for everything. Like I said, it's very similar to the size of a Pro Fly. So it's really not tiny. I thought with the name of it being an Acorn, I was like, it's going to be just a very small fixie. It's not. It's pretty average sized, actually, I'd say. Actually, if anything, the hair on the wide side as well. So very, very suited to catch on the string. Works very well for string tricks as well. Other pros, I mean, it comes in now a bunch of different wood types, which is always a plus for me. I really, really like the ability to select what type of wood you want, because if you like lighter fixed axles, or if you want a lighter one, you can get something like oak, or something like red oak, or something like that that's a little bit lighter. If you want something a little more dense, you can get padauk, or you can get maple, or something like that. And it really just kind of gives you the ability to choose and to have a variety while retaining the same shape. So if you like heavier yo-yos, you can get a heavier one like padauk or maple. If you like lighter ones, you get some sort of a lighter oak or something like that. So very, very cool in that respect. Nice and smooth, very well constructed fixie. You know, sometimes you get super vibey ones that just aren't even, but this one is like super smooth. It even feels really smooth on the string. So Paul did a really nice job, especially with this one. These are all handmade by Paul, and very nice, very good construction. Paul's great. I mean, really not a bad thing to say about this. This is a great fixie. I mean, I guess the only thing is there are better fixies for like straight stall tricks. This one's really more suited for sort of string trick type stuff, but I mean, at the same time, it handles stall tricks just fine. Just there might be some that are better suited for that, but for like kind of everything, and definitely for string tricks, this one's really great. And I've been really, really enjoying the Acorn. I think it's probably one of my new favorites, and I absolutely have it all the time. I play with it a ton. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Happy Fixed Axle Friday. Shout out to Once Upon a Tree and Paul over at Once Upon a Tree for sending these over. These fixed axles are incredible. Once Upon a Tree is great. Paul is great. And these will be available soon on Yo-Yo Expert. But if you're in any of the Facebook groups, the Facebook Fixed Axle groups, I know Paul's in there, and he's got them, and he will sell them to you himself before he sends them over to Yo-Yo Expert. But the link for the Yo-Yo Expert Acorn is down in the description. But it's going to do it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. I do videos all the time. Pretty much yo-yo videos every day. I've been on a pretty good roll lately, so it's been good. But cheers to you. I'll see you next time.